Hey guys, what is up? Gooey Games here from Horizon Games and Tomahawk HQ. Today I'm bringing you another tutorial. I haven't done a tutorial in a while, but we're going to be doing another one on the computer. This one is going to be how to get any operating system for free, Linux, Windows, or Mac OS. So there are going to be 3 programs you're going to need. You might not need the third one, but if you want it, you can have it. You need, first, Power ISO. Don't know what my caps lock is on. But Power ISO, you need that in order to make your virtual drive or burn it to this. So basically, you need another program called ISO to USB. Basically, it burns the ISO image to USB, but the bad thing is it will wipe anything on the USB. But this is why it's good for an operating system, because if you put an ISO on here, the ISO will disappear or no longer work after a certain amount of days. That's my experience anyway. So, now let's get on to the actual tutorial. And I'm going to show you step by step, but I already have Windows 7 here, but my computer has a administer lock on it. That means I cannot downgrade until this computer is no longer supported, and that's going to be a long time from now. But so I have an administer lock on here. I only downloaded Windows 7, which took like 7 years, but I got it, and I'm doing this video for you guys. So yes, I am using OBS. It's perfect. I got it to work again. So basically, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go download Power ISO. It's going to be the link in the description because you're going to have all these fake ads right here. You want to click poweriso.com, go to download. It's pretty straightforward. You go to 64 or 32-bit. If you don't know which one you are, 32 or 64, go to your Windows. This works for XP, Vista 7, and on. So you want to, if you're on Windows, you type in if you're on Windows Vista, if you're on Windows XP to 7, it's going to be labeled Windows XP to Windows 8. It's going to be labeled as my computer. Windows 10 and above, it's labeled as this PC. So basically, when you get to either my computer, which should be once you click the start button, it should be my computer. You right-click it and you click Properties, and it will tell you everything. And the serial right here, 64-bit operating system. So then you click download 64-bit operating system. As you can see, it downloads. Sometimes it'll give you an ad, but you can just skip that easily. So it saves the file. There, you got Power ISO. So this is basically what it looks like. And for most computers, it might take a minute to load up because it is not a heavy program, but it's a little heavy. So this is Power ISO. This is where you're going to be making your virtual drives and all that stuff. What I recommend, as soon as you download Power ISO, reset your computer. Restart your computer so you can use the virtual drives. And so from here, we're going to go download the actual ISO. So this website I used for my how to get Windows Vista tutorial. So you want to type in get into PC. So this is a great website, and it is legal. Actually, last night I tried removing my administrator lock. I was with Microsoft, and I had to get remote access to my computer, and they had found the website, and I asked, was it illegal? They said no, because I don't know how this isn't illegal, but it isn't illegal. I want to show you the chat, but believe it or not, I passed out while they were remote accessing my computer, and they reset all the settings they did, which I'm actually sad because they had a command prompt right here, a bat file, and that was gonna basically remove everything, but I'm not sure. My computer was close to being dead. I was lying down in my bed, so no surprise I passed out. So this is basically where you can get your operating systems and any software you want. Mostly people come here for OS's operating systems. I mainly come here for the operating systems. As you know, I'm a computer genius. I will explore anything I can about the web. I have installed on my older laptop, if you don't know, my Sony Vaio. I have 2 Sony Vaios. My newer one, I had installed a whole bunch of custom RAM. It had originally 1 gigabyte of RAM. I got it to at least 32 gigs of RAM. Then I boosted up the memory from 100 gigs to 200 gigs, and I just made it a little bit faster. and it had to update its drivers digitally, but that's not the issue. But this thing was originally designed for Windows XP. So, obviously, I didn't want to put VirtualBox on it because I wanted to actually put Mac OS X, as it was in the time, purely on it. So I had to switch out its hard drive with a Mac OS hard drive. And trust me, I had a so hard time of desoldering things. My friend who used to live downstairs, he was a technician. He let me borrow his desoldering tool, and he had to obviously help me with it. So we had to switch the drivers, and we got Mac OS X on it. It was great, and then we put it all back together with Windows. So this thing went through I'll give you the exact order: Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, back to Vista, Linux, Mac OS X Snow Leopard, Windows 7 again, back to Vista. I kept switching back to Vista because my Windows 7, for some reason Windows 7 would get stuck in a reboot loop after 2 weeks of having it installed, so I kept switching back to Vista. But then I switched to 10, back to 7, and that's where I stayed. And sadly, my other laptop no longer works, so it was water damaged, and I cannot get any of my stuff to work. I tried putting in my new it's just not compatible. But anyway, let's get back into this tutorial. So let's say you want Windows XP, and there are modded versions. There are modded versions like Windows XP Gold Edition, Windows 7 Gold Edition. As you can see, Windows XP Professional, Windows XP Gold. This is not made by Microsoft. This is simply themed, and it comes with a whole bunch of pirated apps. Pirating is basically when you get, let's say, you get an app for free, like the videos I did how to get free Steam games. But the difference is, if they weren't verified, they wouldn't be on that website because it's third party. So it's installable, but it has catches to it, like some games you can't play online or something like that. But anyway, yeah, these are simply themed, and they come with pirated apps. This one comes with uTorrent Pro, which that's the only reason why I'd get this, because uTorrent Pro is like the best BitTorrent. And if you go down Media Center, half of these, I don't know what they are. I tested a few of these out in VirtualBox, and like I said, my computer was reset, so I lost everything. But I re-downloaded Windows 7. But surprisingly, my administrator lock wasn't even gone after my computer was reset. I don't know why that is, but yeah, as you can see, they're all modded versions, and I had tried Windows XP Gold Edition and Vortex. They're both the same thing, but I like this one better. For some reason, it ran better on my VirtualBox, and it didn't take up as much storage, and it came with more features than XP Gold. But so let's say you want to get Windows 8, and this is a terrible example because I absolutely hate Windows 8. I had Windows 8 on my Sony Vaio. I forgot to even mention it because I hated it. I had Windows 8 on that laptop for about a day, and I hate it. I can barely run anything on it. So I put it to 10 and then back to 7, but 10 ran perfectly fine, 8 ran like trash. But as you can see, you got your 8 over here, you got a whole bunch of 8, and there really is no modded versions of this, because Windows 8 is still, I guess you can call it, brand new. I mean, it came out in 2013, 14. It came out in 2014, and then Windows 10 came out in late 2015. But as you can see, in the hell, there is Windows 10. And then we'll get to the Mac stuff. As you see, Windows 10 is all over here. But basically, we're going to use Windows 7 as an example, because personally, that's my favorite operating system. Not that I do not like Windows 10, it just doesn't suit me as well. Windows 7 Ultimate, I tried getting to work when on my older computer. This just never ran on my machine. Even to this day, I tried putting it on VirtualBox. This one never ran. But this was just recently updated 2 weeks ago, so I didn't do this 2 weeks ago. I did this actually last month. But maybe this works now. I'm not sure. But by the way, these do not come with product keys. And if I encounter a laptop that I ever inherit, or I have a laptop that isn't genuine whatsoever. I can show you guys how to make it genuine. This method will only work from Windows Millennium Edition. Millennium Edition. Windows Vista to Windows 7. Actually, Windows 7 to Windows... Oh my god, oh man. Windows Vista to Windows 10. It only says Windows Vista to 7. I'm like the product itself, but it does work with 10. It depends on what model you have. But I will show you how to do that when and if I get a computer, or I will just show you in general, but my Windows is activated. But personally, the one that I would recommend is download Home Premium and then get a Windows 7 Ultimate Upgrade key, which I can give you guys that. I have a crap ton of those. I decided to buy some of them, and I have about 7 upgrade keys for Windows 7 to get Ultimate. So if you guys want one, I will give one away to you guys. So anyway, we're going to use this as an example, I guess this one, because I have no... Actually, I think this is the one on my desktop. Wait, no, I got all-in-one, never mind. But we're going to use this as example, so, you know, it'll show you the features and all that stuff. So, it'll give you the system requirements, and if you don't know, Windows 7 already comes with Windows Upgrade Advisor. But if you click down, some downloads will have 32-bit up here, one will have 7, let's see if this one has it. I'm surprised they still make other Windows 7s now. As you can see, sometimes these don't work, sometimes they do. Why can't I find one that has like the both options? Like this, some of them will just specifically say just for 64-bit machines. They look like Windows. I swear to you, this looks like Windows 8, like the lock screen. Okay, I know this is the one I got. This is the one that worked for me when I was first getting it. So, I honestly do recommend Home Premium and then get a Windows 7 Ultimate Upgrade key. That's just my recommendation. So, after you click download ISO, first we're just going to show you the Mac section. I'm typing in Mac OS. So, as you can see, you got a whole bunch of Mac OSs. And you do have Mavericks over here that does, and actually, I believe this site has Hackintosh. Am I right? Hackintosh? Is this site have Hackintosh? Nah. I'll explain to you what Hackintosh is in another episode. So, let's say you download Windows 7 all-in-one. So, I'm going to type in Windows 7 AIO all-in-one. So, here's the exact one I downloaded. This was last updated 6 months ago. So, okay, here we go. Here's one that has 2 options. You got a 32-bit and you got a 64-bit. So, you download which one you got. So, in this case, I have 64-bit. So, basically, you minimize it and... Do I still have the original ISO? And I am giving away free registration codes for Power ISO. So, if you want to be entered in that giveaway, just, comment down below on why you want one. Just click open, and here it is, Windows 7 all-in-one. This is the actual ISO. I never deleted it. So here it is, all of the files. So you have 2 options here. You can either extract it or you can mount it. I personally recommend mounting a digital drive because even though it's temporary, you have to do it like every time you like close your computer, like restart or close your screen. I honestly recommend doing that. So if you go to this PC now, you have a virtual drive right here. It will read it as a disk. It will read it as if it's in here, but it's virtual. So let's say you click it. Microsoft Windows, it'll tell you. And let's see if it works, see if it's legit. Boom! But this doesn't mean that I have an administration lock. I don't know why this actually happened. It just went right into the setup. Usually it will do something totally different. Like you'll say Windows 7 and then it'll ask you if you want to install it now or the upgrade advisor. This just went right to the setup. But I'll actually show you I do have an administration lock and Microsoft. Yeah, there it is. So Windows was unable to create the required installation folder, an existing file or folder. In other words, this error code means access denied. There's multiple uses of this error code, but the main one, when you try to install Windows, this is the main one. It basically access denied, aka the administration lock. And the only way to get rid of it, there are a few ways to get rid of it. Sometimes your computer brand is easier to bypass than others. Some you really have to go digging, which, to be honest, I bet Microsoft was doing well, and then my computer died and they, couldn't do it. But, so if you extract it, like if you go here, and you actually have to highlight all of this, and extract and click all files, and you can, I would say, put it into a folder, because it will just extract them purely to your desktop. Like, you'll have every single one of these on your desktop, and that's kind of cluttery. So put it in a folder, and as you can see, it'll all just like be in here. So you click setup, and bam, you're in the setup. But my particular PC has an administration lock. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smack the like button, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see more tutorials like this one, please comment, and also comment again, because I am giving away free Windows 7 upgrade keys. What I mean by that, Windows 7, like let's say Windows 7 comes with Windows Anytime upgrade, so if you're on Windows Home Premium, you can get an upgrade key for Ultimate, and I'm giving away a free like 3 free Ultimate keys, and I'm also giving away a few registration codes for Power ISO. So if you want to be entered in that giveaway, just copy fudge cakes. If you want to enter that giveaway, just like, subscribe, comment which one down below and why you want it, and what is your use for computers, and do you love technology. So if you want to enter that giveaway, do all those steps, and like I said, if you're in my part of the world, good night. If you're in some other part of the world, good morning.